Hello, my name is Nicole Berlowski, and I serve as the Director of Total Rewards and HR Business Intelligence within the Human Resources team. I'm happy to be here today to talk with you about this upcoming open enrollment period that will take place November 1st through November 15th. Specifically, I'd like to spend some time with you to discuss the two medical plan options that are available to you as part of the open enrollment process. We will again be offering both the PPO and the high deductible plan options to you. I encourage you to take some time prior to the start of open enrollment to review both plan options and determine what is best for you based on the coverage, including the deductibles and coinsurance, as well as your per paycheck premiums. If you're currently an enrolled member in one of the plan options, you can use the Aetna Cost Calculator tool to compare the out-of-pocket cost to you based on your utilization from the past year. We will provide more information as part of the open enrollment communications on how to access this tool in order to help your decision-making process. Remember that both plans operate very similarly in that they both offer coverage in-network and out-of-network. And by network, I mean the participating providers are the same between both plan options. Just as the name of the plan states, the high deductible plan will have a higher deductible than the PPO plan option. It does not mean that the coverage is any worse in the high deductible plan. It just means that initially you will pay more out of pocket for services before you go into the coinsurance portion of the plan, which is the cost share between you and ProHealth. In exchange for paying those higher costs upfront for services, you will see that the premiums, or your per paycheck deductions, are lower for that plan option. The simplest way to put it is that you will pay less in premium throughout the year, but at the time of service, at least initially, you will pay more for your services. However, once you meet your medical plan deductible, the coinsurance level is the same between the two plans. For example, a 90-10 coinsurance when you use Tier 1 providers, meaning the plan will pay 90% of the cost and you will pay the remaining 10% of the cost. I like to say that the plan becomes less expensive after you meet the deductible, since you're only paying 10% of the cost versus a copay for certain services that will continue since it does not count towards your deductible. Also remember that all costs, both medical and pharmacy, count towards meeting your deductible in the high deductible plan. It is really important that you look carefully at both plan options to choose the one that is right for you. In addition to this video, please make sure that you're taking advantage of all of the educational resources that will be available to you during this open enrollment window. We will be sending home a newsletter prior to the start of open enrollment with some reminders and general information about open enrollment. We will also be sending out regular communications regarding open enrollment via the new HR About You app. And you will also have opportunities to ask questions of the Total Rewards team face-to-face at multiple events throughout the system. My team will be available at most of the health risk assessment sessions. We'll have tables set up outside the cafeteria at Waukesha Memorial, and we'll also have open labs at various locations during the open enrollment period where you can come in, ask questions, and complete your enrollment process. While this is a passive enrollment period, meaning if you take no action, you will have the same benefits that you have in 2019, with the exception of the HSA and FSA plans, which require re-enrollment, please make sure to take the time to educate yourself on the different plan options so that you're making the best choice for you and your family for the 2020 plan year.